Hello everyone, my name is Vinay. Welcome to my channel Lifelar. Imagine a world where there is no biological studies or biological science. Forget about the biological science, there is no study about science at all. So we'll talk about how the biological studies started from zero to here. Once Albert Einstein said, the important thing is to never stop questioning. The basic pillar of science stays on logical arguments, questioning, debates, and creative thinkings. Without them, there is no science. All these basic things of science started from ancient Greece around 500 or 600 BCE. The timeline is mentioned as BCE, before Christ era, and after Christ era. So this timeline, what we are seeing like 2001 is after Christ era. The basic philosophy of science, the natural philosophy, started in Greece in the year around 500 BCE and not long before Socrates period. Although there were some thinkers and philosophers before Socrates, the most prominent one is Socrates. Although Socrates had no interest in biological science, but he started the philosophical thinking and he lined out all the philosophical ways of thinking. During his period, another philosopher was there. His name was Plato. There were several philosophers who started their schools. Similarly, Plato also started one school, and in his school, his famous student was Aristotle. In ancient Greece, socio-political way of thinking of their leaders gave the way for the thinkers to develop their philosophy. And to this, the ancient Greek religion also added the value. There were no sacred books by which the independent thinkers and philosophical thinkers can be punished. Although there were some instances where it can be seen that there were some punishment, but majorly it was the thinkers were free to develop their thought. And when it comes to the debate and questioning, we can see Plato and Aristotle were different thinkers. Although Aristotle was the student of Plato, but his way of thinking was different from Plato. Aristotle was a good observer and he observed the way of living, the way of animal and plants are functioning. He is called the father of biology, and in several other fields also, like father of zoology. And we'll talk in detail about Aristotle's work. When it comes to biology or medical science, how can we not talk about Ayurveda? Ayurveda started long before the work of Aristotle in around year 1500 BCE. It was thought to be arised from Tharva Veda. In around 500 or 600 BCE, there was another physician named Sushruta. He wrote the book Sushruta Samhita, and he was considered as the father of all the surgical procedures. He wrote all the advanced surgical procedures in his book, and till now those some of his surgical procedures are also followed in medical science. In Ayurveda, one of the most prominent book is Charaka Samhita, which was written by Charaka in around 100 BCE. Sushruta Samhita and Charaka Samhita are two of the foundational texts found from ancient India. Although these two were prominent texts, after that we could not find much development in these texts or in these fields in India. I could not find any reference why these texts, these works could not be amplified, and there were almost no development on these two works. If you know anything or if you have some references, please write those in comment section. I'll be happy to discuss about this. We'll talk about all the works of Aristotle, and even after Aristotle, what were the major works in biological fields. So please stay with the video and don't forget to subscribe.